Hey, welcome back. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever time it is. Once again, it's truly a global world. So I hope everybody is doing well. Welcome back. It's been a bit busy again for me recently, so today is really the first actual opportunity to be on. So I hope you didn't miss me too much, but I'm sure you didn't. Uh, and yeah, today is week 4 of the NFL tour, and we're gonna fly from Jacksonville, Florida, to take the Jacksonville Jaguars to Cincinnati. And today it's a little bit different. We're gonna play around with the Airbus, and it's Allegiant, which is not that famous. I mean, it's not like American or Delta or United or Southwest or even like maybe Spirit or yeah, Allegiant is a little bit less known in the US, but hey, it's uh, it's just something different. It's actually a real flight. That's why I chose this particular flight today. It's only about a couple of times a week, maybe 3 times a week, but it is an actual flight. So Allegiant 2054 from Jacksonville to Cincinnati. So that's a good opportunity to fly the Airbus as well today. So here we are. Cool. So yeah, today we're gonna try the bus. I missed the bus. I missed the bus. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's not the very advanced bus from these thugs. It's just the Aerosoft bus. So if you don't like the Aerosoft bus, then you can bugger off straight away. Basically, because that'll be it. That's just the Aerosoft bus. Yeah, the bus today. I've got the joystick, so we'll play around, like pretend we've got like the. I can't say the joystick because I'm gonna get like lynched by the Airbus fans. So it's just the stick. It's the stick for Airbus. Yeah. Anyway, it's today. It's not a long flight. It's about I was the flight plan actually. Now we're on 29 minutes, so shouldn't be too bad. 34,000 feet. We'll see if we can maybe go higher. But it tends to kind of I've noticed this Airbus tends to climb a little bit slowly at the end of the climb. So if you try to climb like 3.6, 3.8 or something like that, it takes forever. So I guess 3.4 should be a good level. So yeah, so if I remember, here at the moment it's cold and dark, as you can see. Oops. Oh yeah, that's it. The thrust lever is back in place. Don't break it. You have to take care of the baby. You know, it's a very fragile and whimsical aircraft. Yeah. So cold and dark, and I think you have to go to load and fuel, and I should have saved all the fuel and payload numbers with the load sheet there. So I think if you press init load sheet, it's gonna give like a number of passengers, 110 passengers out of 156. Cargo is maxed out, about 6 tons of cargo, and 6.9 tons of fuel, which is the required amount today. So for a zero fuel rate of 57.6, which is what I calculated the flight plan with. So that should be good. So I think then you need to do load instant, and then yeah, that's the active numbers. So they're all in 57. Cool. So that's good. So far so good. Beautiful. Maybe I'll open a door or two. That will be handy. So open this. and maybe open the cargo, so at some point they can load something like that. Cool. So far so good. The last thing is the checklist, which is a bit of like FS to crew and then have the co-pilot. That's it. Cool. But I'll do some bits myself. I'll try to remember how you do some of the things. So, was a busy X3D cross the land yesterday. So we'll switch on the batteries. We've got the ground power available, so we'll switch it on. And I think we can put the nav lights. The strobe can go on auto. Seat belts can go on already. I think the this one goes on auto. And then we'll switch on the RS to nav, no pun intended. And yeah, I think it looks good. We'll make this 1 inches of mercury since we are in the US. The function says 3006, so I'll double check the altimeter setting. And the bot is back today. Hallelujah. So we'll have a landing rate with like a winner today. Happy days. The landing rate might be awful, but I will try our best. Huh? That's no big deal. So I know it's not the most popular airport pairing today, but yeah, it's just something different. We are touring, so we've got to explore the different airports. Today it's for the game. It was like 2 cats teams, the Jaguars and the Bengals, which was actually on Thursday night, so the game is already taken place, but I couldn't do the flight any earlier than this, so here we are. So we're on the 319-100. It's the correct database. We've got the CFM56 engines, so that looks good to me. Then I think we need to go to init. Yes, that's the one. The company route is Ajax KCVG. 01. So we put that in the company route. Yeah, from Jacksonville to Cincinnati. The alternate is Indianapolis. There's no company route to that, but that's okay. The flight number is AAY Allegiant 2054. The cost index, I'm not sure with PFPX there was no cost index, but I think I'll put 300. And the cruise level is 340, and the temperature up there is -46. Which is not too bad actually, but it's a little bit tropical, because Jacksonville is in Florida, so the north of Florida, but still Florida. So 340 at 46, and the cost index, the way the cost index is mainly a function of fuel cost and overall company cost. So fuel cost, obviously, the higher the cost index, the higher the speed you're gonna fly, and therefore the more fuel you're gonna burn, and the more expensive in terms of fuel it's going to be. And then the lower the cost index, the slower you're gonna fly, so you're gonna be possibly more efficient in terms of fuel, so it's not gonna be as expensive in terms of fuel. But if you fly longer, for example, you're gonna have to pay the crew more. The cost of running the aircraft is gonna be a little bit more, because if instead of flying for 6 hours you fly for 6 hours and 10 minutes or 15 minutes, then over time, obviously, that's the running of the aircraft is, it's getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, it's a compromise between the cost of fuel and the cost of basically running the aircraft. So they try to achieve a fine balance. When fuel is cheap, then you can try to speed up so that the cost of running the aircraft is less. But when fuel is a little bit expensive, then try to balance things, you know, because at the end of the day, fuel is probably the biggest expense for an airline. So they try to take it easy on the fuel. Normally, I mean, from what I can gather around, all the different airlines, the cost index is usually a relatively low number. On the Airbus, I'm not too familiar with the actual numbers, but for example, on the 777 or on the 737, it's rare to have a cost index, let's say, above 50 or 60, because then as you increase the cost index, you start burning more fuel for little benefit in terms of time. So airlines nowadays, I think, they like to keep the cost index relatively low. The only thing with low cost index, if you use, yeah, as you say, X3, if you use cost index 5, or I think Ryanair use cost index 6. On the 777, sometimes we use cost index 10. The only thing with that is that the descent speed, in particular, the econ descent speed is very low. You'll descend from cruise level. Once you transition to indicated airspeed, you'll descend at like 250 knots already. So you're descending very, very slowly. And for like traffic, on the arrivals to feed into an airport, if you descend from cruise level at 250 knots, it's not very efficient, and sometimes ATC would ask you to kind of speed up a little bit. But at least in the cruise, you're flying at like a slow speed. On the 777, maybe decimal 82. On the 737, maybe decimal 77, or even maybe decimal 76. So it's very fuel efficient because that's as little fuel as possible that you burn. Hey Conti, yeah, it's a strange machine, isn't it? I don't know if I'll be able to fly it today. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, it's the boss. I miss the boss. K-Jax. So it is 18 degrees, so we'll put, I think we can put the ground temperature here, 18. Yes. Tropopause. Yeah, I don't have the information for the tropo. No, this doesn't work. RS init will align on reference. Yeah. Confirm align. Is it aligned? Let me see. Yes, it is. Good. Yeah, doing well. Thank you very much. Just coming on today to have a little bit of fun, continuing this elusive tour. So just exploring the place a little bit. So today is Jacksonville to Cincinnati, of all places. There you go. It's not New York, it's not Chicago, it's not LA. Today is Jacksonville to Cincinnati. So there you go. It's Hey, G Fuel. Hi, how are you doing? And then I think I can take the wins as well on this. So if we do win request, yeah, it's gonna give us a sample of wins. I think we can do win update. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, on the Airbus, I have to say I kind of struggle a little bit, but because the colors in, for example, there it goes from green to cyan. I'm not really sure what all that stuff means, to be fair. Oh, and we're going back. Decent wind, not allowed. Okay. Yeah, I think it's in anyway. If you want to see me struggle, then this is the day, because I don't really understand all these colors and stuff. There's like obviously the main title of the FMC page here, for example, is white. Then you've got those winds in cyan. Then you've got a wind request in yellow. Flight level 310 here in green. There's all these colors, all these. I should understand it because it's a French aircraft. It's Airbus, it's French, but you know, the Frenchman should fly Airbus, but I don't have a Scooby-Doo what this is all about. And then here I think you need to double click. Yeah, so zero fuel weight is in, the block fuel 6.9, and then it's gonna do some sort of calculation. Cool. So far so good. Happy days. Right, after that thing we need to go to the flight plan. So that's a good start. We've got Jacksonville there, okay. And then the destination and some sort of a flight plan, okay. So on this one, which I find quite interesting, it's okay at the end of the day, does the same job, is that there's no departure or arrival key on the computer. You don't call that an FMC, huh? On Airbus, or do you? I think it's a different term, just to be different. But yeah, there's no departure or arrival key, contrary to like what Boeing kind of tends to do. So to bring up the MacDo, yeah, MCDU, yeah, that's the word, indeed. Hey, Flight 670, good afternoon. How are you doing? So yeah, the departure and arrival menu is next to the airport there. So if you click the prompt, I think it opens up, yeah, the departure there menu. So click on that again, and then it gives you the different options. So I think today is gonna be from runway 08. I think that's why it was Jacksonville. Where is it? KJ. Yeah, we'll go for runway 08. And then we're supposed to do what's on the flight plan? Oh yeah, the Arnie 2. Arnie 2 there. And then the transition is via Alpha Mike Golf, since it's the first waypoint on the flight plan. So we've got 08. No show I mentions the ILS, Arnie 2 and Alpha Mike Golf. So I would assume, but remember that to assume is to make an arse of you and me, that the yellow color means that it's being modified and ready to be executed. So it's a temporary thing in the color legend. So I'll just press insert, I think. Yes, and it should be in there. Anyway, the departure in itself, I think, is probably radar vectors. So no big deal. But let's see, let's scroll through that. So we got heading 070, then heading 77, it's manual. I'm not really sure what that's gonna do. Ah, yeah, oof. These arrows as well I find very confusing on Airbus, because you have to press up for the page to go down. So I don't know why you have to press up for the page to go down, but yeah, to scroll down, but yeah. Then Kimmel and Arnie, and then to Alpha Mike Golf, yeah, that should do. And then there's a discontinuity. Why is there discontinuity? There should be another waypoint. There should be Victor, X-ray, Victor. That waypoint has disappeared. Oh man, I'm getting really confused with this. Right, so let's put Victor, X-ray Victor, and the discontinuity here. And then the discontinuity, actually, you can clear. You just say, hey, Airbus, take me to Cincinnati. Yeah, yeah, true. It's a little bit like Siri, huh? Hey, Siri, well, the phone is ringing. Hold on. Let me see what the deal is. It's the telecom provider. The telecom provider can go places, basically. Right, so that should be good. And for the arrival, we'll see later on. No big deal for now. Cool, I think we're in business with this. And then finally, the performance. So I think we go with flaps 1. And then it's giving the speeds, the trim. Beautiful. Thrust reduction and acceleration. Maybe we'll make this one 3030 for the acceleration. Yeah. Cool. Hey, Subsonic. Good afternoon. Welcome back. I hope your weekend has gone well so far. Yeah, the arrows are like doing my head in because every time, you know, it's not intuitive. You know, it's maybe you need to get used to it, but it's not intuitive because you want the page to kind of scroll down, so you tend to go for the down arrow, and actually you have to go on the up arrow. So yeah, confusing. I hope this is set pretty much. It should fly. Yeah, you just say like, "Hey, Airbus, take me to Cincinnati." I will just do it. All right. We'll go on the overhead panel. From what I understand on Airbus, it's from bottom to top on the panel. The way that I can work out how Aerosoft does it, and also I talked to a guy who was on Airbus, and we did say, yeah, we used to do it from bottom to top. So start at the bottom of the panel there, and move up the column, and then move up, and then move up again. So I think this one needs to come on. This one needs to come on as well. Some of those buttons are not enabled or enabled, so yeah, bit of a shame, but hey. Then down here we've got everything sorted out. I think we can put the fuel pumps on. There's the fire. Fire! 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 Jeez. That's not something you want to hear. Oh, the emergency lights, I forgot. We'll arm them, and here there's nothing else we can do except switch that one on. But that one doesn't do much. Yeah, maybe it's developed like 40 years ago and it was still down. Yeah. It's the French way. Yeah, it's the APU test. Beep, beep, beep. And then down here on the FCU, instead of the MCP, this is the FCU. Damn. We've got the QNH, so 3006. That's where I called out from. Where is it? Yeah, it was 3006, huh? Use the B function like always, it's very handy, but with Active Sky it should be it should match, but it's always good to check you have the correct information. So 3006 in inches of mercury. And then on Airbus it should be dashes, bowl, dashes, bowl. Then an altitude, so we'll go all the way to the cruise because there's no ATC, there's no nothing. And then ball dashes on the FCU there. So dashes ball, number, ball, dashes. Full moon, half moon, total eclipse. It's a little bit like that. God. Anyway, so I believe that's all set. We've got the flight director up. And here we got the anti-skid on. We'll put auto brake to max. Auto brake max. Which is the RTO function on Boeing, I guess. But on Boeing, you've got RTO and then you got maximum auto brake. On Airbus, like Max is doing both RTO. So to apply like maximum braking if you reject the takeoff. And also on landing to apply maximum braking as well. So in Airbus, it's 2 in 1. In Boeing, it's 2 different things. Same thing, but different. Or different, but same thing. Depends if you're kind of half glass full or half glass empty type of guy. Yeah. What else? Then we can switch that one on. We'll go 1228. The parking brake can come on. Oh, we got the trucks in place, otherwise the aircraft is gonna move. We'll make this one 2000, and this one will come on. Oh, you can't select max on landing. You see, you learn every day. I didn't know that. I thought... so on landing, it's either low or medium. No possibility to go for max. If you want to brake quite hard, then you need to do it with your feet. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's good to know. I know on the 380 and possibly on the 350 as well, they've got brake to vacate BTV, which is some kind of smarty pants like system that will allow you to input like a certain braking amount to make like a certain exit after landing to vacate. But okay, so max is only the equivalent of RTO. Yeah, it's not like a landing braking setting. Okay, that's good to know. We see. You're not on this stream today to learn about the aircraft. That's for sure. Because I don't have a Scooby-Doo. So, but I like it. I like the way it flies. I like you know, although the systems and the overall philosophy for me is a little bit funky, but I can see the merits. You know, I can see where they're trying to go to with it. So, right, on here. What am I supposed to do now? Oh yeah, we can check the oxygen. Oh, the oxygen. Oof. The oxygen is fancy, huh? Because it's in a little box here, I think. Oxygen mask. So if you have like a depressurization, you can sit back, like maybe even pull the cigarette, and then open the little box. Oh, we've got an oxygen mask here. I grab the mask. Yeah. But I like the little box there. It's very smart, you know. It's like the table as well. You pull the table during the cruise. You know, put your food tray there. I can put your napkin up here. Yeah. I'll have my lobster and my caviar, please. And some Dom Perignon. That'll be very nice. Yeah. Yeah, you have all the automation you can wish for, but maximum braking, you have to do it with your feet. Huh? Right, and let's start the checklist then. Let's see if I forgot anything.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Engine master.
Both off.
Yeah, it's down
Weather
here.
radar. Power supply. Wind shear.
As required.
Oh, good.
Landing gear lever.
Checked.
Down.
Batteries.
Both on.
They're on, yeah.
Electrical power.
External power is on.
We'll start the
APU
APU now.
fire test.
Checked.
Yeah, it does it again. I like
ECAM
the
status.
checklist and the co-pilot thing
Checked.
running in the background. I think it's quite cool. It helps me anyway.
Checked position.
Speed brake lever.
Checked retracted.
Yeah.
Parking brake.
That.
Set on.
Accu brake pressure.
Checked.
I'm not sure.
Oxygen crew supply.
It's maybe
Checked.
the accu brake pressure.
Cockpit voice recorder.
Checked.
Oh, now we're going to the overhead panel.
Ground proximity warning system.
It's all
On.
Flight control system.
It's here. It's all
On.
on as well.
ADIRS.
The nav.
Checked.
Navigation lights.
Checked.
Cabin signs.
On and auto.
On and auto there, yeah.
Emergency lights.
Checked and armed.
Armed.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Yeah, he says off, yeah.
Probe window heat.
Auto.
Auto, yeah.
Air condition.
Checked.
Checked, yeah. And this one is not
Electric
really
panel.
able.
Checked.
Electric panel, yeah.
Fuel pumps.
Yeah, on.
On.
Which is interesting
Hydraulics
because there's
is
no
checked.
there's no fuel in the
Engine
center
fire
tank, but you
test.
still
Number 1.
switch the center pumps
Checked.
on. Which is
Engine
interesting.
2.
Fire!
Checked.
Ventilation panel.
Is checked.
Anti-skid.
On.
It's down here.
Radio management panel.
On. On.
Weather radar. Gain. Mode.
Checked.
Not
Thrust
bad.
levers.
Idle.
Checklist
Engine
complete.
mode selector.
Ah, no,
Checked normal.
normal.
ATC. Mode. System. Altitude reporting.
Yeah, here
Checked.
it touches something, but don't know what it does.
TCAS.
Checked standby.
Gas.
Oxygen mask test.
Oh, I tested it.
Checked.
Ah,
Flight director.
On.
muchas gracias.
Checklist complete.
So checklist back on, co-pilot back on. Ah, yeah, but now
Before start
Ah.
checklist.
here we are. Yes, yes.
Windows and doors.
Closed and locked.
APU.
APU on.
APU bleed.
On.
External power.
Disconnected and off.
Yeah, the ground power is noisy, yeah?
Cabin signs.
On and auto.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Barrel reference.
Checked. 306.
Yeah,
3
that's
0 0 6. Check. Beacon lights.
On.
Yep.
ATC.
Auto.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Checklist complete.
Checklist complete. Before coffee, checklist complete. Cool, so we are in business. Let's call GSX. Prepare for the push. You want to request pushback? Yes. Where are we going? Actually, runway 08. Oh, he's gonna push to face nose to the left. Okay. Request IFR clearance. Chop
We're ready for pushback.
with the IFR clearance. All right. Jacksonville traffic. Allegiant 2054 2054 pushing back from Charlie 5. Probably nobody around, but just in case. Still on Volanta, so doing well. Now we said nose to the left.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Nice APU.
Release parking brakes. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. Check. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0 0 6. 3 0
Parking brake I need to do.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
There's a little trick with the 319 there, the latest version update they released, is that you can't release the parking brake with the brake button you have on your joystick, for example. So you have to do it either manually here with the mouse, or otherwise with the keyboard shortcut, which is Control plus dot, I think. Is a little bit funky. Right, so yeah, it's starting the push in the correct direction. I think the engine mode selector goes to ignition, and then we'll start number 1.
Starting number 1.
Yeah! Yeah, you have to hold the brakes a little bit, step on the brakes, and then pull the little parking brake lever. Yeah. But in the simulator, no, you don't have to do it in the simulator. You just, I think normally in the simulator, what I do is just press the parking brake like lever button thingy, and it just sets it on. Yeah, request VFR to the nearest Starbucks. Exactly.
Parking
Engine
brakes are
one.
set, stabilized.
Engine start.
So engine 1 is stabilized, so
That's a
we'll
good
start.
start on both engines. All systems.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
That's
whoa,
for your
whoa,
help
whoa,
and
whoa,
all
whoa!
clear.
Where are you
Proceed
going,
for the
pal?
signal on the right, please.
Where are you going, my friend? We've not even started the second engine yet.
Starting engine 2.
That's the very typical Airbus sound. Fantastic, huh? A little bit. You can use a bit of differential braking. Yeah, if there's a tight corner, or you want to, you can use a bit of differential braking. It's, you know, it's not like an everyday occurrence, but it's possible to use it. Yeah. How's the engine doing? Yeah, it's turning. Okay, looks like it's stable now. So, I will come up here. The APU bleed, I think we don't need anymore. The APU will switch off. What else? This one is definitely gonna come back to normal. I think the speed brake need to be, or the spoilers need to be armed. We'll go flaps 1. We'll set the trim. The trim was down 0.1.
After start checklist.
Engine mode selector.
Like this, roughly.
Check normal.
APU bleed.
Off.
APU master.
Off.
Ground spoilers.
Checked and armed.
Rudder
Yep.
trim.
Checked.
0, yeah. It's here.
Pitch trim.
Checked.
Yeah.
Flaps.
Flaps 1.
Flight controls.
Oh yeah, flight controls. Follow me. Actually, do I have to confirm with this guy? Yeah, confirm good engine start. So, I think we go left.
Full left.
Go right.
Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Happy days.
Check. Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
The ECAM is normal.
Checked.
ECAM door page.
That's the door page. That should be good as well.
Checked.
Unlocking gear.
Hand signal.
Received.
Well,
Checklist complete.
cool.
Tow truck disconnected.
Actually, I have to wait for GSX to release the aircraft. And then we're good to go. A bit of a hazy morning in Jacksonville. It's not exactly real time as well. I think it's a couple of hours ahead of time, so I think maybe it's still a little bit dark there. What time is it? Maybe 7 o'clock in the morning over there? Yeah, not sure. But I know definitely in the sim it's a couple of hours ahead, because when I put it in real time, when I launched the sim, it was still dark, so. Right, so we'll just wait for this guy. Yeah, he's waving once. Where is he? And maybe a second time. Yeah, he's turning around. Bug off. Goodbye. Right, taxi. So the taxi light is here. And the runway turn off here, I think. Let's go to Cincinnati. I may put the EFB here to know where I'm taxiing. How am I going to do that? Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna come back. You see, that's what. I'm gonna have to go down here to release the parking brake. Otherwise, I'm gonna go nowhere. But I tried to taxi with the parking brake on. It's not gonna work. Hello, hello, Alexandre, ça va? Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Bon dimanche. Let's go. EFP wise. Yeah, this I can switch off actually. I can't remember how to switch off. It doesn't matter. Alright.
Taxiing checklist.
Taxing checklist. Oh yeah.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Ah, good. You didn't touch anything.
Brake check.
Pedal pressed.
Pedal
Check
pressed.
0. Checked.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Auto brakes.
Max.
Max. Auto brake.
Takeoff
Max.
data.
Reviewed.
Reviewed.
FCU.
FCU.
Checked.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
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 Checkity check.
Weather radar. Power supply.
Ah, yeah, he's gonna
Wind
put.
shear.
Checked and set.
He's gonna put that one on.
TO config.
Set.
TO
Checklist
config.
complete.
Yeah, that's a funny concept for me, the TO config. Right. Shit, where am I going now? Ah yeah, crossing the taxiway lines there. Very good, very good. Oh yeah, okay, gonna take left and do a bit of a whirly-burly. So left here. And kind of do almost a 180. Whoop. It's a funny layout in Jacksonville. I mean, not that I'm very familiar with Jacksonville, but it's a funny ground layout. You've got a kind of terminal in the middle and a kind of loop layout, and so it's kind of funky. Yeah, Waze. That's the standard reply. Today there's no clickbait, there's no. So thank you for looking at all the profile and stuff like that. God. So this is Papa, I think. If the layout is correct, I'm not sure about the layout of this scenery, but yeah, this is Papa, and then we'll go left on November. No, right on November. Jeez. Where's your left? Psh, Where's your right? Psh. So left, yeah. Yeah, because runway 08 is to our right side here. So I have to go right. So far, so good. Very nice. This is Natalia. Natalia has made a nice PA. Ladies and gentlemen, please listen to the safety instructions. This is for your own benefit and the benefit of people traveling near you. Please keep your face mask on throughout the flight. This is for your safety and the safety of people sitting next to you. The function no, is still 3006. Alright, so we're gonna go at the end of this one. And then it's gonna turn to the right, but it should be the second right at the end of this. 6 knots ground speed taxiing. It's like a granny. Even my granny would have taxied faster than that. I'm resting on my laurels there, but there's a before takeoff checklist to be done. It's not done automatically. The the taxi checklist kind of happens automatically, but this one you
Flight
need to
attendants, seats for takeoff.
you need to prompt.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before coffee
Brake
checklist.
temperature.
Checked.
I've not cooked the brakes. Good.
Brake fans.
Don't need it.
Off.
Engine mode selector.
Checked normal.
True. Remove the face mask before
Takeoff.
putting the oxygen mask on. Yeah.
TARA, tilt above.
A tilt above.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Sliding tables.
Stowed.
You cannot eat your lobster during takeoff. You need to stow the table.
Weather radar. Gain.
As required.
Anti-skid.
On.
Anybody around?
Radio management panel.
On.
Checklist complete.
Checkity check. What's the next checklist item? If I can look at it and taxi at the same time. Or set takeoff thrust. Okay, so it's ready to go. Let's go! Let's go to Cincinnati. Well, it's Ohio and Kentucky. I think it's just at the, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's at the boundary of the two states. Something like that. Jacksonville traffic. Allegiant 2054 rolling runway 08. So that's, or runway 8, I should say, in the US. Damn! This is Lima, runway 8. It's clear on the left. Let's go! Yeah, actually, hold my lobster for a bit. I'm trying to take off here. Yeah. Let's go. So we'll have to go Manflex SRS runway or something like that. Funky business on Airbus again. So this is runway 08. Here we are.
Lights on.
Lights on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to take off. Say your prayers. Very nice, Hen. Very nice. Yeah, no worries, Strato, no worries. Take your time. Right, so I need to look at this because it's tricky. So we'll advance the thrust levers a little bit. Let the engines maybe spool up. And then go. One.
Takeoff.
That's it.
Man, flex, SRS and runway.
And then I have to look at the runway if you keep looking down.
Thrust set.
So we go man flex SRS and runway. Woohoo! Ah oui oui, Airbus. God. Flying Airbus in the US.
Checked.
It's a disgrace, huh? 100 knots. Why is it not 80? Why is it 100?
V1, rotate.
Rotate. And we are flying.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Navigation.
Check. Exterior lights.
Switch them off.
Set.
Hand, please. Muchas gracias. Woohoo! We are flying. However, I think I'm gonna have to turn at some point. So.
Gear is up. Lights off.
So here you pull and you go on the heading. I'll take a heading north. And let's fly. Oh yeah, lever to climb.
Climb thrust.
Climb thrust. Yeah, it was a radar departure, so we need to turn towards the route at some point. Otherwise, we're gonna end up in Morocco or something after a few hours, following that eastbound heading. Right, so I should roll out. Where is the open climb? I don't get that. Let's put the autopilot. Where's the autopilot? Here.
Autopilot on.
Flaps one. Flaps up, I mean.
And the after takeoff checklist.
Hola.
Engine mode selector.
Check normal.
Where's the navigation?
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Ah no. It's direct to Kimmel.
Flaps.
Check retracted.
Okay, we got nav. Excellent.
Landing gear.
Gear up. Lights off.
Airbus, take me to Cincinnati.
Exterior lights.
Checked.
Woohoo!
Both on.
It's navigating.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Very nice.
TCAS.
Set.
That was a very efficient departure.
Altimeter.
Barrel reference set and cross-checked.
3007.
3007.
3007. Checked. Checklist complete.
Cool. Let's go! Alright. Let's have a look outside. Have some music. Hey, fantastic! You didn't see me, I was dancing away there. Fantastic, fantastic. It's still climbing? It's still climbing. And accelerating. I'm confused about this open climb thingy. Oh, it's climb now. Okay. Yeah, it fires me up as well. Right, so it's climbing away. It's gonna do in the cruise 0.78. Right, let's see if it's Natalia. How you display the camera? Where's Natalia? I want to see you, Natalia. Oh, here's Natalia. She's my sister. Hello, Natalia. Here's Natalia. She's coming with the coffee. Very nice, very nice. Right, so Natalia is here. Let's open the door then. Unlock.
Hello there, Captain. Have your coffee here. Enjoy.
Oh no. It's Marcus. Oh no. Hi, Captain. This is your coffee. The way you're showing me like burned there, and it's... Then it's like Marcus who's coming. Natalia is... It's because maybe she doesn't like me. She sent like the guy to... Ah, come on, Natalia. Anyway, I've got a nice coffee with a smile. It's lovely. Before coffee, checklist complete. Yeah, you forgot the milk and the sugar again. Damn. Right, you offloaded for the next sector. You'll stay where you are. Right, that's gonna be transition, so we'll set standard, if I can do it. Oh yeah, standard now. And standard here. Natalia was the man before. Oh no. You want to give me nightmares? I need to sleep properly at the moment. I'm a tired man.
Transition altitude.
Barrow reference set and cross-checked.
Check.
If Natalia was a man before, God. I'm having like nightmares there. God. I don't feel like drinking that coffee anymore. Natalia was a man before, God. Yeah, crew jettison procedure. Natalia, no sugar, jettisoned. Marcus, no sugar, no milk, jettisoned. That's gonna be pilots only. Yeah, who has coffee with the lobster? It's true. Right, okay, let's get rid of the coffee then. You have to give me a Dom Perignon of, you know, any fancy champagne with the lobster. Or like Bordeaux, Saint-Emilion, Chateau Bordeaux. I don't know. God. Yeah. The service standards are going down. Huh? It's a race to the bottom. I think you are, Commander Croissant. I think you're the only one to dip the lobster in the coffee. But I have to say, I don't know if it's... I like to dip my, like, I don't know, my toast or my, like, croissant or something in the coffee. I like to do that with I know a lot of people can find that weird. My wife being the first one to find that weird, but I like to do it. You know, dip in the coffee. But the lobster will be a step too far, I think. Oh no. Yeah, the lobster will be a step too far. Oh man. Right, so with the blue arrow here, that should be where we reached the cruise level, I believe. So on Boeing, it's a little green dot, if I remember. Yeah, I think it does show a green dot. But here it's that blue arrow showing a level of. This is fair enough. Same thing. Oh, the ways it's cool. Oh, I like the aircraft. I really like it. I think we're flying over Georgia at some point. Yeah, we're flying over Georgia. That's obviously Georgia here. I think we're not flying very far from, yeah, Atlanta up here. So, oh, that's interesting. There's an Athens in Georgia. Oh, Memphis is on already. Oh, that's a shame. And then Cincinnati up here. So Kentucky and Ohio and Indiana. So, you know, sitting at the crossroads of the three states here. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Very nice. Oh, we can see the pilots in here as well. They're like PMDG. That would be so funny, to be able to put your face on this. Let's see. Hold on. See if I can do some manipulation. Maybe not. Yeah, because then the camera is actually bigger than... Yeah, the camera is too big to put it on this, but I was going to put the camera on the... God. Hey. Everybody says, Toga! Damn! Everybody says, Toga! That would have been a fantastic screenshot to put on Volanta. Right, yo. Let me fix that actually in a bit. Cool. What else? Toga, toga. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's technically possible to do it, but I did think about it before, like on the PMDG and on this one. I'm not sure what needs to be done, to be fair, but. Oh, jeez, it's getting cloudy. Anyway. Alright, let's see if I still have the capability to put a screenshot on. Oh, come on. We know we like screenshots, eh? Come on. Oops. Wrong button. Let's see if... Ah, beautiful. So screenshot. Yoga. That's it. So, let's get out of this. Really. A new. Paste. Crop. Cost no 4.3 customs 1080p done. Save as image. Volanta screenshot, maybe in JPEG. Yeah, 2054. Save. Okay. Hello, Solar Oak. How are you doing? Yeah, you need a 3D face in 2D. Yeah, I see what you mean. And now we're gonna go into Volanta, and screenshots. Yeah, very nice. Click on this if I remember.
2000.
2000. Where do you call 2000 to go? We don't do that. Add screenshot. Toga! Here we are. Beautiful. It's here. A few seconds ago. Woohoo! You have to love it, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you very much, Solar Oak. Just fanning around here, really, to be fair, today. Flying the Airbus. Oh god. Oui, Airbus. From Jacksonville to Cincinnati, so it's a hell of a flight.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet your captain. Captain over.
Captain over.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Captain, your navigator, Mr. Unger, and your first officer, Mr. Dunn. Unger, over. Over.
Done. Thank you very much for the follow, Mo. Thank you. Hope to see you from time to time on this amazing and wonderful channel. Cool. We're gonna level off 34,000 feet. Oh, the rate of climb has dropped very abruptly. I don't know if he was trying to capture the altitude and then realized, oh, it's a little bit too early. But it went like from 1,000 feet per minute, whoop, to like 200 or 300, and now it's going back up again. Let's see how it's gonna capture. Getting there. Alt star on the PFD. I can't remember if you can make the screens. I think you can make the screens bigger on there. Or can you not? Oh yeah. Now Alt Cruise. Ah yeah, but it's hidden by the stream label there. Damn. Kind of in, eh? Right. Ah, Natalia, time for the lobster. The table is ready, Natalia. What else can we do now? Shows it here 12:45. It is now 11:49, so just in less than 1 hour. Not too bad. We'll put the airports here. Oh, there's too many airports. Or let's go back to the constraints. Let's see if we can see Natalia again. Ah no, Natalia is... Is there a way to call her back? Yeah, that's the just behind the door, but she's not there anymore. Natalia, where are you? She's not here anymore. God. Yeah, she's in a huff with me. What have I done? Anyway, I'll survive without Natalia. Cool. The shame that I'm not routing through Memphis, because Memphis is on. She resigned on the spot, yeah. He said, oh, I'm off, goodbye, opens the door, jump in the parachute. I was like, yeah, goodbye, Nav, I'm fed up with you, I'm off. Yeah, you have to call for service again. Is there a way to call for service again? With FS2 crew, you can say, some lunch please, some dinner please. On this one, I don't know if you can ask for coffee again. Because the coffee is automatically done in the climb, I think, when you pass 12 or 13,000 feet, something like that. You get the alarm on the door alarm, you know, to for her to come in. Upper panel. This one, you mean? Left bottom side. Is it this one? Calls forward. Natalia, come back. Ah. Let's have a look again. Don't touch the thrust levers. Here she is again. What a smile. Ah, come on. Let's open the door.
I have some drink for you, Captain. Here you are.
Cheers, love. Oh, that was so nice. Thanks, Natalia. Oh, that's fine. She's not in a huff anymore. She's made up, or whatever the phrase is. She's happy with me now. She's my friend again. That's so nice of her. And look at that beautiful coffee as well she made. With professionalism and love. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Beautiful coffee there. With a smiley face. Very nice. Thank you, Natalia. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm only having a bit of a banter, you know. I still have the smile in the coffee, indeed. It's a nice touch, actually. It's not like something that's like fantastic from a point of view of like you know, graphics or whatever. But it's a nice touch that you've got that kind of interaction in the simulator where the crew brings you the coffee, and then the coffee there's a smiley face like that. It's a nice touch. I like it. I really like it. It's, as I said, it's a very nice touch. Alright. I'll have to start looking at the arrival. Yeah, I've got the charts for this. Good. Yeah, Cincinnati is a place we can... It's not a destination, but it's a place we can divert to. We're looking for the Jackie 5. Almost sounds like Jackie Chan. Jackie 5. Rotate clockwise. Oh yeah, but that Jackie 5 is... Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll do the Jackie 5. Kind of sends us on the right downwind. It's okay. Oh, VXV is a volunteer. That's what VXV stands for. It's the volunteer VOR. Yeah, I'm looking for excuses. Yeah, it's just banter. You know. You gotta think I'm I'm an old pervert man, raving on about like a virtual Natalia there. God. Right, so it's volunteer and then Jackie 5. Cool. So since I think we're not very far, yeah, it's gonna happen quicker than I think. And then I'm like rushing at the end to set it up. I'll set it up like slowly but surely. The shame with this one is that you can't pop up the FMC from the flight deck itself. This one, the third FMC or MCDU. Pops up there with the checklist and stuff, but that's more or less for all the options. But the actual computer doesn't pop up like this. It's a shame. You have to zoom in like this. But yeah, just the way it goes, I guess. So once again, there's no departure or arrival button here. Hey, Jupiter, how are you doing? Welcome back. Good to have you on this original flight today, Allegiant 2054. There you go. We're gonna take his ILS. What's the weather doing there, Johnny? KCVG. Oh, mist broken 600, overcast 800. Gonna be a beautiful landing. So probably 18 left then. I think it's the closest to the terminal. So 18 left. So I want to scroll down, but I have to go arrow up. Here's the Jackie 5. Transition. VXV. And via. No, probably not. I think I'll leave it like that. Is there via? Spooder. There's Spooder. No, I'll leave it like that. So insert. Yeah, today it's Airbus. Yeah. Today, today is Airbus. Yeah, no, I found the flight for this week. I'd looked at different options, and I found like there was a possibility to do that Jacksonville to Cincinnati. I thought, oh, yeah, why not? And then when I looked for like real flights, I came up with this Allegiant 319 flight. So I thought, hey, why not? Now I've got the 319 available to fly. I found the livery online, downloaded and installed the livery, which is quite nice actually. It's a nice livery. And I thought, yeah, just for a change, we'll do it on the Airbus then. So Allegiant 2054, Jacksonville, Cincinnati. There you go. Yeah, it's a possibility to get a 350, yeah. It's a nice aircraft. I like those little winglets or whatever they want to call them on Airbus as well. On the 350, it's a good aircraft actually. Looks nice. Right, so PDF. Here we are. So let's see what we have in the FMC. I go from VXV to Arthur, then to Cheddar, okay, then to Odabe. After that we go to Hazel, yeah. After Hazel, it's the top of descent, and then it's Jackie. Jackie. Here she is, Jackie. Jackie to Falmouth, FLM, and then to Fidek. Fidek is here, and then to Bamge. Okay, Bamge, and then to Agebe. Cool. So that's correct. And after Agebe, there's gonna be a discontinuity, yeah. And then it's the ILS itself. So let me locate the ILS. I'm gonna put the music back on at some point before the descent, just to pump us up a little bit again. You probably think this guy is crazy. Probably think that. I might be right. Ah, here it is. So, ILS 18 left. It's closer to the terminal, I think, where I'm gonna park, so I'll do it like that. Yeah, we've got Bear, or whatever the waypoint is, 4,000 feet, then Phrase, and then finally runway 18 left. So that's correct. And if we have to go around, we go to Caliph, 1,500 feet, and then Caliph, 3,000 feet. So that's correct. Minima, it's a little bit elevated actually. The airport is sitting at 900 feet above sea level. I wouldn't have thought about that. Okay, so 1090 on the minimums. So here I think we need to go to Init, huh? Init. We need to go to Init. No, it's not Init, it's Perth. Init. Next phase. And approach. So El QNH, or whatever they say, QNH. What's the QNH? 2996. 2996. La temperatura es 19. Magnetic wind is what it is. 210 at 7. 10 at 07. Transition level 180. V approach 134. VLS 129. And we set barrow minima at 1090. So here you set everything in the FMC. It's quite smart. We'll go full config. I think that's it. Back to the cruise phase. We'll go auto brake. How far can we go? Okay, CVG. I think I'm parking in one of these. Alpha something. 18 left. Oh yeah, so we kind of want to exit as quickly as possible without forcing it, but so we'll go to brake medium. Yeah. Okay. In it, mate. In it. And what else can we do? Oh, now we've got the mobile phone with the weather reports. He's got access to the Wi-Fi on the plane. Yeah, Rotterdam, Eindhoven, Bern, Biggin Hill. Yeah, wrong part of the world, maybe. Yeah, this is not very useful. Gun Sam. Did you get your latest Gun Sam? It's been released. Get it before it's sold out. Gun Sam mobile phone. You gotta love it, huh? Get it before it sold out. Or it sells out. Alright, so that's it. -7 at Rotterdam, yeah. Checklist. Descent preparation checklist.
Descent preparation checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Landing information.
Received.
Received?
Altimeter.
Oh man.
Standard.
Standard. Yeah, you're still in the cruise. Why would it be any
Landing elevation.
why would it be any different, my friend?
Baro radio.
That's a funny checklist item. Barrow reference standard. Yeah.
TCAS.
You're
Set.
still in the cruise.
Checklist complete.
You're still in the cruise, so the chances are it's gonna be standard. What's the next checklist item? Initiate descent. Yeah, not straight away though. Cool. We are in business. So far so good, huh? You see, I'm a professional. I'm very good at this aircraft. You must be highly impressed. That's pure talent. Might not sit down in like 25 minutes, something like that, for the landing. Anyway, a good landing is a landing you can walk away from. So we'll walk away from it. That's for sure. Right, so where's the top of descent? Oh yes, the... Oh, so we're still a fair bit away then. Let's pump ourselves up again. Where's the plane? Ah, sneaking on us. Ding. Oh, what's wrong with those shots? Toga. Ah, that's better. Screenshot time. Amazing. You gotta love it. Right, so time for another screenshot. Da 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 da. New. Paste. I'm becoming very good at this. Crop. 10 ATP. There you go. Done. Save as image as a GPG 2054 number 2. And now Volanta. So screenshot, yeah, it's here. I know this one. Add new screenshot. Here it is. That's the one. Add. You gotta love it. Ah. I told you guys, if one day I cannot stream anymore, I'll be able to to post screenshots on Volanta. So if everything else fails, then you'll be able to follow my tribulations on Volanta. Right, so it's gonna be the volunteer transition and the Jackie 5 arrival in Cincinnati. In fact, 18 left. Doesn't look like a lot of traffic around. Oh, somebody posted a nice one here. That's quite cool. Is it Delta? Oh yeah, Delta. So yeah, I've got Memphis on. They said the other day I was talking about the traffic, and over the Atlantic it's getting busy. Like today there's like four tracks over the Atlantic for this afternoon. So not A, B, C, and D. A few weeks ago, and at the core of the crisis, there was only like one track. So now there's like 4 tracks. So the traffic has yes, picked up definitely. Obviously, this is not real traffic. Of course, this is VATSIM, but the tracks are like it's real world information, I think. Oh, there's another captain, Captain Gaskin. Screenshot. Oh, nice. That's a nice livery. Virgin Caribbean. Bob. That's a good one. With the Bob livery. Sky Team. Virgin Caribbean. Yeah, man. Very nice. And then there's a few screenshots in Europe. One here. One over Germany. DHL. Cool. Anyway. We're almost there. Thank you for hanging out with me this afternoon, or this morning, or this evening. Today is not it's not Boeing, it's not 777, so you're really there for my beautiful face. So thank you for hanging around with me. You're not just here for my brain, you're here for my soul. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, because I mean, today I'm kind of finding around really. It's not a study level stream there you're doing. Study level. There's arsing about stream. So thank you for hanging around with me. Your participation is highly appreciated. Yeah, last week a couple of times I wanted to stream in the evening, but if I stream in the evening, it kind of makes me finish a little bit late for me, and you know, sometimes I kind of need to go to bed to try to catch up with things and stuff. And then if I stream, and then I get a little bit excited and everything, and then to fall asleep and have like a proper night's sleep, it's a little bit, not that it's difficult, but it's not the ideal situation. So because I wanted to kind of catch up on some rest and stuff, I thought, no, I've got to be you know, disciplined and stick to the plan and have like a proper sleep to recover. So yeah, today is really the first opportunity I've had to come back here, which is cool. And for across the pond, I'm hoping that I'll get a slot that day. For the moment, I'm not scheduled to be working, so if I do manage to get the slot, then I'll be keen to take part. We'll see how it goes. I think if there was 600 and a bit slots for across the land and 1200 pilots participated, then that kind of shows you the level of engagement and the demand. So even if for across the pond there are more slots, there might be even more people willing to take part. So the slots might be quite difficult to get. And then it depends, as an off-slot pilot, so to speak, you know, how easy it will be to get going, because you don't want to get delayed too much. You don't want to be a pain in the backside as well to kind of get into the crowd and exceed the capacity, you know, of the network. And so yeah. So we'll see. Keeping the blue side up. Thinking positive while testing negative. Oh, the other day in the cruise it was interesting. I thought this kind of brought it back to my mind. Well, like cruising, same thing actually, 34,000 feet. And then at some point we felt like whoop, a bit of a bump. It was a little bit choppy and stuff. At times we felt a bump, and the altitude went up to 34,060, and we did feel the bump. You know, we gained like 60 feet just in. The aircraft went whoop and then back down. It's like, up. Did you feel? I was saying to the colleague, you feel that one? He said, yeah. It's like 60 feet just in like whoop, ding. At the back they must have felt it quite well as well. You know, the crew in the back galley, oof, sitting like next to the tail. Oh man, they must have felt that one. Not violent, but you could feel the oof, definitely the going up. There was like a pocket of air like going up or something. We definitely felt it. And it's like, whoa, like almost roller coaster, but gentle, not violent. It was not like a boo, you know, where you go shit. It was just like a gentle roller coaster, but definitely felt the gain of 60 feet there. That was interesting. Yeah, the crew was a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? Not annoyed, but they had to kind of sit down a few times. It got quite bumpy actually. So for like a good hour or so, I had to kind of, you know, ask them to sit down and watch out and everything. So that was a bit of a pain for them, because I think they don't like sitting. You know, when it gets bumpy, you ask them if it gets too bumpy. Obviously, if it's just like light chop or something, they can still move around and stuff. But if it starts to be a little bit too bumpy, I like to sit them down. But I've got the feeling they don't like to sit down, because then they kind of know, they sit on the jump seat and they've got nothing else to do, and if it lasts a little bit too long, then they get a little bit burned. But yeah, it's better that they get burned than, you know, get hurt if it gets really bad. So that was a funky one. Right, we're almost there. Let's get a last coffee. I feel like another coffee. We've done the descent checklist. We'll get another coffee for the landing. Let's have a look. Yeah, very nice. So let's open the door again.
I have some drink for you, Captain. Here you are.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Here's another coffee. Before coffee, checklist complete. Yeah, I should have... do I have time to go and make a coffee? Maybe. I might disappear quickly to go and make a coffee. After this, after seeing all that virtual coffee, it makes me feel like having a real coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not very far from the top of descent, but I think I'll be back before the top of descent. Stand by, I'll be back. Coffee time. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Italian coffee, yeah? With amaretto and cream on top. Nice. Amaretto will make it tasty and stuff. Yeah, but well, the coffee was on the way. I had also a toilet break. Indeed. Cool. So yeah, but still, that's okay. I didn't miss the top of descent. That's a good thing. Oh, I just noticed we've got Concorde 1 or Speedbird 1. Speedbird 1, Concorde. Very nice. Next objective is not to spill the coffee over the desk. Before coffee, checklist complete. Rotadiger, you around? Maybe he's gone, I don't know. Yeah, let me know if you're around. Because we can try to do the Innsbruck to Palermo if you're around yourself tomorrow around 1100 Z for like a couple of hours. If you are around, otherwise we can do it another time. Because this one should be sorted out. I've got some sort of a scenery for Innsbruck, for Palermo. I've got a plan. I've got a plan in place. A plan of attack. Oh, cool. So we'll do it tomorrow then. We'll try to take off, come online by like, yeah, 1100 Zulu. Something like that. Kind of early afternoon for you guys back in Europe. Cool. So we'll do that. So we'll do Innsbruck, Palermo, and then we'll try to do the return maybe another time. But mind you, I don't know if the flight is actually not that long, because once you come out of Innsbruck, you're already in the north of Italy. Then I think you fly over the Chioggia, or which I'm sure Strato will be familiar with because it's in that kind of northeastern corner of Italy, and then fly over Rome and then down to Palermo. So it's not that far, actually. We'll see. If we've got time, we'll do the return. If I see it's a little bit tight, then I'll just do the flight down to Palermo, and then we'll fly back up and do the landing on the 777. We'll do, of course. Back into Innsbruck another time. Palermo is not an issue because there's there are two runways. One of them, runway 2507, I think is about 3,000 meters long. So Palermo with the 777 is not a problem. However, Innsbruck, as you know, it's a short runway, and you've got also a bit of elevation, so for 777 it's gonna be interesting. But I'll try to interpolate the performance from another airport with more or less the same characteristics, and try to see if actually it would be feasible to take off from Innsbruck on a 777. The only thing which I won't really be able to take into consideration is maybe the terrain configuration around the airport, because from one airport to the other you can't really transfer that. But from like a runway length point of view, and from like an elevation altitude point of view, I can try to work on some things. So I'll try to do that. When am I back flying? I think I'm away again on. I'm away on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm away on Wednesday. So you'll see me tomorrow, Tuesday. I don't know if I'll be on. Maybe I'll be on Tuesday at some point. And then you won't see me before like next weekend again. I suspect that to take off from Innsbruck, it's full blast, flaps 20, and it's like get going, you know, because it's a short runway, and I think Innsbruck is about 2,000 feet above sea level, so it's not too bad, but it's starting to count a little bit. So thank you, Natalia, for the coffee. You see, my coffee doesn't have the smiley face, so because actually when we talk about I'm gonna be technical now for like, you know, a couple of minutes. When you talk about like takeoff performance in any of those airliners, what you really calculate for is not so much the normal takeoff with like 2 engines. What you calculate for is really for like an engine failure just after V1. That's why you really calculate for, so that you've got the capability to climb on one engine, stay clear of all the obstacles around, and manage, you know, to accelerate, clean up, and get away from the ground and all the obstacles, you know, on one engine. That's really what you calculate about. You don't really calculate about, like, as I said, like the normal 2-engine takeoff, but you calculate for the engine failure scenario. That's really what it's about. So and very often, you know, you kind of have to take into account, if above all when it's like around mountains and stuff, you know, the topography around the airport. And very often they have to calculate also like those emergency turns and stuff. In a place like Innsbruck, you would probably need to stay. Normally, engine failure after takeoff, you have to fly straight ahead. But in Innsbruck, I think if you fly straight ahead, very quickly you're gonna get onto a mountain. So you will need to fly along the valley. So they will need to design, you know, a procedure to kind of keep you over the valley, clear of all the mountains and stuff. Because on one engine, obviously, you don't climb very fast. So there will be a long procedure to take you up the valley. Maybe at some point take up a hold and then climb into the holding pattern to a safe altitude above the mountains, and then, you know, work something out from there. Right, so that's the top of descent. The approach mode of the 320, I think it works okay. This one, I think it works okay from what I remember, but I've not flown the aircraft here for a while, so... But I think it kind of locks on quite well. I think it's good. How far are we? Because I thought... no, mind you. No, it's not in progress. Oh yeah, top of descent, 21 miles. Okay. So there were no restrictions in the descent. I can remember. Yeah, no, it was just waypoints. Okay. Cool. So we'll set a lower altitude. Just something random, really. Maybe 10,000 feet initially. Descent checklist we did, huh? Didn't we? Yeah, just ask for initiate descent now. So unlike the Boeing on Airbus, oh, here's the phone again. On Airbus, you have to actually initiate the descent yourself. On Boeing, you set a lower altitude, and once it gets to the top of descent point, provided, as I said, you have a lower altitude here, then it will start the descent by itself. On Airbus, you have to press the button to get the descent going. Which has its pros and cons, because at least you still have like a manual input on Airbus to get the aircraft descending. On Boeing, if you set lower altitude by mistake or whatever, once it reaches the top of descent point, it will descend. But at the same time, you know, you're supposed to pay attention to what you set in there, so it's kind of 6.5 a dozen. I like a little bit of coffee from time to time. It's nice. Oh, check the Mach number. Decimal 777. If I had wanted to do it, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Look at that. It's like a sign, eh? It's like, hey. Yeah. Although you're flying Airbus today, I'll, you know, I'll think about you and I'll give you a decimal 777. That's pure talent, huh? Thank you, Airbus, for this little...
Initiating descent.
Initiate descent, descend, descend.
FMA check.
I missed the top of descent. I'm like, yeah, 777, decimal 777. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Shit, top of descent, man. My ability to fly the sim does not reflect my ability to fly the aircraft. Descent, descent. So yeah, finally descending. Happy days. Right, so we go to Jackie. It's a long arrival actually. Jackie and then to Falmouth, Foxley Mike. Oh, here's the ball. So we're catching up on the vertical profile. And here I've got 4,000 feet. And then actually I'll probably link them, so I'll delete that. And link those two together. Insert. Of course it's messed up the vertical profile. And you can get your landing rate predictions! Woohoo! So I will be quite pessimistic today, because with the Airbus I don't master the beast very well, so... what's the QNH there now? 2996 still. at 11:52 Z. It's almost an hour ago. This is a fun little aircraft, you know. It's certainly not very advanced in terms of simulation or whatever, but I like it. It kind of takes you from A to B. You can fly with it. It's not like some other add-ons which are a little bit difficult to handle, to manipulate. They don't really. They're not very user-friendly. I find this one generally quite pleasant to fly, so I'm more than happy with it. Hey, Glenn, how are you doing? Good evening. Welcome back. I'm tempted to match the heading, but on this one you don't need to, because the there's no like matching the heading as you turn, like on Boeing, where you match the track or the heading bug. This one does it automatically. You don't need to worry about it. And once again, you know, I know, like I've said it before, but the offer to do one of those connected flight decks, I've never tried, but the offer still stands. So if one day you fancy doing like a connected flight, because I think you connect to like a remote server. It's not like doing like a remote connection onto somebody else's computer, which I'll be the first one maybe to feel a little bit reluctant to do it, because you never know, you know, even if it's you never, it's not like, it doesn't feel like yeah, maybe 100% too, but yeah, anytime you want to do it, the offer is still open. Right, so we'll change to, is that 2996, huh? Yeah, I've got 2996. No, oh. 2996, cool. We're descending to 10,000 feet. We're cloudy this morning, yeah. Yeah, it shows broken at 600 and overcast at 800. So we're not gonna see much of the area, fortunately. Cloudy and windy, jeez. Right there as well. Hey, FN Log, good morning. How is you today? Yeah, Jacksonville and Cincinnati was the game of the cats, because it was the Jaguars against the Bengals, like the Tigers. So it was a game of cats. In a sense, I quite like it, because it kind of gives me like you know, places to fly to. I think next week I've decided on it's a short flight as well. I'll try not to do too long flights which are not like too long. I think it's gonna
Transition
be
altitude.
Detroit
Checked.
to Minnesota.
296.
2996. Checked.
Oh, cool, Strato. Thank you very much for popping in. Enjoy. Are you flying today, this afternoon? If you are, like, have fun. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Ciao. so far so good. The airport is actually down there somewhere. But we're not gonna see it because it's totally, it's a little bit misty. I do no, the visibility, yeah, the visibility is 5 statute miles, so it's gonna be a little bit misty, yeah. Right, so we turn at FedEx. 15,000 feet on downwind. I'm gonna expedite that. Open descent. Let's go down because if I follow the whole arrival, I'm gonna end up in New York. Almost. Yeah, let's get going. Let's go down. Because we'll try to reach the final approach there at that Livery or whatever the name is, Bravo Alpha India Romeo Echo, at 4,000 feet. So I'll try to expedite going down. Descent. We'll go down to, what's the safe? 4,000 feet, I think is good. Let's go down. We'll open the speed window. So on Airbus you push to give the controls back to the aircraft, so to speak, to the managed mode, and pull to kind of take a little bit more control out of it. So it's managed and... can't remember. Managed is when the computer does it, huh? Or the automation, and the other one is... can't remember. And we'll go back to 250. Below 10,000 feet. Cool. So 10,000 feet, 250 knots. In the US, it's a kind of like hard rule, so 10,000 feet really should be at 250 knots or less. So that's gonna work out nicely.
Auto brakes.
Medium.
Selected, that's the one, OKX. That's it. Selected and managed, I think. We'll take the heading as well, so I'll pull the button for the heading there.
Passing 10,000 feet.
And make it like a
Lights on.
northerly heading.
On.
So we got thrust idle, open descent, and heading on
Cabin
the
signs.
automation.
On and auto.
Oh yeah, forgot the cabin
Landing
sign.
system.
On.
Uh, 15 miles, yeah, still quite far. Mind you, the arrival takes us to that waypoint Agebe, so if you follow the normal arrival, then I have to go so far out, but I'm gonna try to cut in a little bit. Cool. I will come back on the speed as well. Cool. $17 miles. Yeah, still a little bit high. It's okay, we can proceed downwind. Right, let's turn. Base leg, so maybe 090. Actually, I reduced the speed to the dot speed. And then continue the right turn. Bound. That's not what to do. Direct to Byrie.
Approach checklist.
And nav it again.
Ecam status.
Checked.
And now
Sliding
we'll
tables.
arm the approach.
Stowed.
Stowed. 2000.
Checkity check. Cool.
Checked.
Nav accuracy.
Checked.
Flaps 1.
Bearer reference.
Checked. 2996.
2996.
Then
Checked.
we'll go vertical speed now.
Exterior lights.
Set on.
Check complete. Flaps 1. Glide
Cool.
slope alive.
Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
Oh yeah, nice. It's working out nicely. Good. Ding dong. Remain seated until we have stopped. Actually, it's until we got to the gate and the seatbelt sign has been switched off. That's actually the way it's supposed to be. Not just when you stopped. It's like, yeah, you'll disembark on the runway. Yeah.
1000.
Yeah, we'll arm the spoilers on the approach. Yeah. I could have kept the speed up a little bit longer, I guess. Flying like a granny once again. Is the localizer moving in? I should soon. Maybe we'll increase the rate of descent a tiny bit. I should manage the continuous descent approach, hopefully. Or maybe flaps 2.
Speed check. Flaps 2.
Make it 170.
Localizer alive.
Ah, localizer live. Nice. Alt star, okay. And glide slope capture, no? Yes. So glide slope
Glide slope captured.
and localizer capture. The missed approach is 3,000 feet.
2000. 1000.
Cool. Yeah, right in the soup. But there's not much to see out there. We are right in the soup. Right, so we'll go gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed check. Ground spoilers.
The ground spoilers.
Flaps full.
2,500.
Flaps full.
Flaps full, and then I'll manage the speed. Push it in, and it's gonna give me the V approach or whatever. It's getting a little bit confusing there. Yeah, the spoilers are armed now. Good. We got flaps full, and it's gonna work out the approach speed itself in managed mode. 2996.
Landing checklist.
Here's the landing checklist.
Landing gear.
Down and locked, 3 greens.
Ground spoilers.
Checked and armed.
Auto brakes.
Medium.
Exterior lights.
On.
Go around altitude.
Checked.
Landing memo.
Checked no blue.
Checklist complete.
Right, I'm in, ready for business. 5 miles to run. The DME is actually wrong, but that's actually realistic because on the plate, on the approach chart, it shows you that at touchdown it's gonna read about 1.8. Right. Let's disconnect and fly this this burned.
Autopilot off.
Taking a risk because I'm not even visual, so like this manually while still in the soup. Because I don't know if it's the way it handles or not, but I find it's subject to you know, very small inputs.
1000.
And that it's easy to kind of over control, so I don't know. 1000. Still don't see anything really. God. Should start seeing something. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's a misty morning in Cincinnati.
500.
500. And of course we're gonna be called retard.
400.
400.
300.
300.
100 above.
100 above. Minimums. Oops.
200. Minimum.
Continue.
Continue. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
2000.
100.
100.
50. 40. 30. Retard. Retard. 5.
Here it is.
Ground spoilers.
What's the
Reverse
damage?
green.
Oh, not bad.
70 knots.
Manual braking.
Auto brakes off.
Strato is one, the landing rate. Oh, what a surprise. It's a shame he's gone, but... Right, so we'll take the next exit. Tango 5. Yeah, that's Tango 5 coming up. Oof, what a grey morning. God. It's winter's coming, huh? You have arrived on yet another on-time flight. Right, so
Lights off.
we're gonna take
APU on.
Sierra, I think so, second. On the 777, then once you are in the air, the system is supposed to be left on the auto position. So if you are in cloud, the system is not automatically kicking. It needs to detect icing. There's like icing detectors in the engine nacelle that will detect the presence of icing or not. If it does detect icing, then the system will automatically kick in. Otherwise, if it doesn't detect it, then even though you meet the criteria for icing conditions, then it will not kick in. So it really needs to detect the ice. But this is once you are in the air, of course. On the ground, you are supposed to apply the criteria. What a legend!
This is how legends are made.
Rotaliga, the legend. Thank you very much. You're a star. You're blowing it. Every time I'm like way blown by all this amazing support. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's correct. Just on the ground. Yeah. In the air, the system is on auto, on the automatic function, and will kick in depending on whether icing is detected or not by the system. So it's clever. It's a clever thing. On the 737, for example, it's a little bit more manual. So every time you see you're gonna enter a cloud and your temperature is 10 or less, then you have to switch it on manually. But on the 777, it's automatic. What does it want me to do there? That parking brake to on. Well, once I'm at the gate. Where's the gate? Here's the gate. Go guidance system. I've got a video about the engine anti-ice system on the YouTube channel, explaining a little bit, you know, how it works. So if you go on the YouTube channel and do like a search, something like engine anti-ice, it should come up. Right, A319 has detected the aircraft. 40 feet, 30, 20, 10. 2 feet. Stop too short. Push, push, push. Stop. Happy days. So, parking brake is set. APU is available. Okay, so I guess I can shut down the engines. Hopefully it's not gonna go all... So, 1, 2. Oh yeah, it's giving us the...
And the parking checklist.
Parking brake and chocks.
Parking brakes released.
Engine master.
Both off.
Cabin signs.
Set.
Exterior lights.
Set off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Oh yeah, I should have done all that actually.
Set off.
ATC.
Standby.
Standby.
Checklist complete.
Cool. That's it. Welcome to misty Cincinnati at 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that, local time. Yeah, you remember flying with Norwegian? We're about to push back and there was ice on the right wing. Oh. Yeah, that's a good thing though that they reported it, because if you take off with the ice on the wing, it's not like a great situation. So that was good that somebody like reported it, and then the crew passed it on as well, and then they returned to the ice. That's something that is kind of encouraged, you know, if the crew also notices something themselves, or because from the flight deck you don't really have the visibility. You rely on, you know, the first de-icing to be done properly and clean everything away, and then maintain the wings clean, you know, and clear of ice. So yeah, from the flight deck you can't really see you know, the state of the wings. So and sometimes the conditions change as well, because if it's still snowing, for example, or they can apply the anti-icing liquid. So first of all, clean the wings, and then apply as a second layer like the anti-icing liquid, which will try to prevent any more like snow accumulating or ice accumulating after the wing has been cleaned. But sometimes it fails, or you know, it's not strong enough, or so. Oh, the 319 battery lasts for a while. I didn't know that. Because normally, on at least on Boeing, the batteries don't last very long. The 777 battery in particular, it doesn't last very long. I think on the 737, it was a little bit longer. But on the 777, the batteries go. The battery goes very quick. Oh, cool. That's good. As an aeronautical engineering student, I understand the problematic airflow ice causes. Yeah, I've done an assignment specifically on it. Oh, wow, that's cool. If you have any, you know, findings or any theory you like to share, for example, on the Discord server for like everybody to enjoy, you know, please feel free to contribute. That's a good thing, because it's true that, you know, they always say that ice, you know, disrupts the airflow over the wing, and therefore like alters the aerodynamic characteristics of the wing, and you know, can increase the stalling speed and all these things. So it's very interesting. You don't always realize it, because sometimes you think, you might think, oh, it's just a tiny layer of ice or whatever. How does it, you know, interfere with the airflow over the wing? But it does, and the wing is not designed to have like ice over it, so that's why we need to try to keep it all clean. He kept swearing about the 737 batteries. Yeah, you need to switch on the generators. Yeah, definitely. Which on the 737 as well is a manual thing, because initially you start with the APU and the APU generator feeding the electrical system of the aircraft, and then after you start the engines, you switch on the generators on the bus, as they say for the 737. So it's a manual thing. I think on oops, what was that? On the 777, for example, after the evacuate. Yeah, on the 777, once the engine started, the electrical system changes from the APU generator to the engine generator, so the transition is done automatically. But on the 737, it's not the case. I think on Airbus, from what this simulator does, it's also the case. It kind of switches automatically. But the 737 actually is a kind of older aircraft. It's they kept. I mean, it's obviously it's been designed and engineered like a while ago, so it's kind of kept some of the older fashioned kind of systems. It's interesting. It's a nice aircraft to fly, though. It's still pretty much hands-on and requires a lot of thinking, you know. Which is good and sometimes not good, because it kind of adds to the workload, and it's maybe not as user-friendly as something maybe like this, or 777, or the other Airbuses, you know, 350, or which, when it's more automated, it kind of you know, reduces the workload and makes your life easier, so that you don't have to concentrate and focus too much on something, and you can kind of keep the big picture, you know. So yeah. Yeah, it's a misty morning. Oh, so let's see. Volanta. Oh, Kansas City is on. Has it registered the flight? It should have. Yeah, it has. Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport. Review your flight. Here we are, Allegiant 2054. That was the flight plan, statistics. An hour and 53 block time, an hour and 28 flight time. Landing rate, G-force, landing speed, fuel burn, good. Notes and the 2 screenshots, beautiful. Done, another one in the books. Yeah, in the US it's starting to look good. There was a couple of flights there on the DC-6, but otherwise the rest was all that tour pretty much. I need to go maybe a little bit more to the west. Anyway. Oh, feature airline pilot, cool. You're more than welcome, as I said. And if you want to post some of your findings, you know, on that from your assignment, then please, you know, feel free to share. The more you know, guys, you post things and you know you share like something interesting like that, then the better it is. So please feel free, don't be shy. See if we can bond maybe. Just no 20. Because that's something they would do actually. Open the door like this before the bridge comes in. The bridge will come in first, and then somebody would knock at the door, and then they would open the door from within the aircraft. But to open the door like this with just an empty space ahead of you is not something really that would be done. You must have witnessed that as a passenger as well, I guess. Oh, nice. The cargo doors are opening automatically. Nice. Are they coming? It's a nice livery. It's actually a real livery. It's I think the registration is the correct registration as well for this aircraft, with that funky logo on the back of the fuselage there. It's at the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I don't know if it's like a basketball team or something, but that's a real livery with the real registration and stuff. So I like that livery. It's quite nice. Ah, my bad. We still see Planta. Oh. Yeah, sometimes I forget because I've got the simulator monitor here, and then I've got all the other bits there on the side. And yeah, if I don't monitor the output, then I'm looking at this and oh, it's great here. I got this, I got that. Thanks for letting me know. Cool. That's gonna be it for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the flight here on the Airbus A319 Allegiant, and I'll hang around for an extra few minutes, and then I'll head into the misty morning in Cincinnati. Thank you very much again for all the bits, Rotterdigger, Future Airline Pilot, the renewal of the subscription as well from Rotterdigger and my PPL, and Mo Airline for the follow, and Nairobi as well early on today. Thank you guys for all the nice support. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow then, Rotterdigger, for the Innsbruck to Palermo flight. So we'll try to take off on the 777. We'll take the freighter because I didn't find a commercial flight, and from what I understand, Innsbruck at the moment is closed, or at least it was closed like a few days ago. There seems to be doing works or something. The airport was not termed as being closed, so So yeah, I couldn't find any commercial flight information, so we'll just do like one of those fantasy cargo flights tomorrow. So I'm not gonna do the Panda, I'm not gonna do FedEx, we'll do Aerologic. So we'll do a German cargo to Palermo. So we'll take some Austrian chocolate down to Sicily. They love the chocolate down there. Yeah, no worries. X3, we'll see you on the next one soon. Thank you very much. Oh, hydrate. You don't have much left of the coffee, but still a little bit. Thank you guys. We'll catch you tomorrow around departure time around 1100 Z. But for today, that's gonna be me. Once again, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the flight, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.